Since the beginning, we fought each other like savages, faced nature, destroyed the planet, created killer machines and weapons of mass destruction with the disregard of life. We're headed straight off the cliff. Wait, is that an 8?
For the environment. So it could be either way, depending on which way the bell swings or the pendulum swings, right?
It's all about the person. That's what I'm saying. Like, using this scenario,
person or environment. Because the environment makes the person.
Using the environment, an addict. And someone that's addicted.
Oh.
And surrounded by people that in that crowd, in that area. You know, you're saying if they move away, it can be beneficial to them because they won't have access to the people and yada yada. But then again, you can move away and then find the same kind of group of people. Might be different faces, but it can be the same shit. So that's what I'm saying. It's up to that person to say enough is enough. I'm going to change my lifestyle. And I can still be in the same building, just change my surroundings.
I think, well, it's safe to say you're saying the same thing I'm saying. You're only referring to the surroundings on a small scale. And sometimes that small scale is not enough to benefit some people based off of their experiences. For you, it could be your life is structured around video games. So if the people who are in your life around video games live nowhere close to you, doing that, stop talking to these people will be a hell of a lot easy. But if your life is strictly around gangs and everyone in your neighborhood is in your gang, the best thing for you to do is to flex. There's no way you just getting up and moving 3 blocks down the road or even to the next 2-3 cities over is going to benefit. No.
So that's different. That's when your life is in danger and everybody around the city is chasing your ass.
What I'm getting to is it's just ultimately, it's just the message behind the scenarios. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, sometimes people may feel as though their life is at jeopardy based off of the decisions that they're making on a daily basis.
Well, moving from one place to another is a big decision. And I think, people do it for that reason. But
they do it for a lot of
reasons. But
I've heard a lot of reasons.
But especially in the scenario we're using. But if they're not committed to making a change within themselves, whether they're avoiding gangs or whether they're avoiding drugs, whether they're avoiding video games because the video games is up their life, what's going to happen? They're going to go out there and find those group of people. So no matter where you're at, if this issue is something that you're struggling with and you see come up every now and then, it's not the place.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get to.
I'm still not going to agree with you because it goes both ways regardless. Because someone can move into an area and be a product of that environment. Mm-hmm. That's not their environment, right?
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, someone can move out of that environment and they move somewhere else and they'll make that their new environment and they'll embody that. And it could go both ways, whether it's negative or positive. So I hear what you're saying. The person has to make the conscious decision to adapt to whatever environment they are in. Thus being said, the environment or the container that they're in is everything. It's going to be everything a part of of the decisions that they make, regardless, whether good or bad. Whether it's love, job, health. The area you live in makes or breaks definitely, because there ain't no way in hell you can tell me you're gonna find a McDonald's if McDonald's is a part of your lifestyle in the middle of Utah.
So it comes back to what your parents teach you when you was young, right?
If you had parents.
If you had parents or
who taught you, whomever,
guardian, friends, family, members, streets. You learn who to let into your life and who not to let into your life, right?
Do we?
We try to. But then there's just instances where we feel where our emotions might overcome our reasons or our common sense. Our emotion, like feeling sad for someone or feeling happy for someone or feeling that this person can be.
Are you saying just feeling like a human?
Yeah, pretty much. Can bring bad characters or good characters into our life, right?
Yeah, some energy vampires.
So then again, it's up to us who we want around us, and it's up to us to filter that out, no matter where we're at. Because, say today you're saying, for example, hey, shit ain't going how I like it, how I want it to go. Let me skedaddle, get some fresh air somewhere new, fresh perspective, right? So, say tomorrow, you're thinking this way. Say tomorrow when you wake up, out of nowhere, random girl comes to your door, random question, you guys click. Hook up a month or two from now, best thing that ever happened to your world. Would you be saying, would you be worried about your surrounding, this place, this location?
You want an honest answer from me?
You know what I'm saying? Like
do you want an honest answer from me?
Yeah.
At this point in my life, if a chick was to come into my life, she would have to present herself in a way where I can't. I'm just like, whoa.
No, we're gonna go past all that though.
I hear you. I'm just trying to express something to you where I wouldn't be in that scenario because I don't believe a girl is going to present themselves in a way, and for what I'm looking for, no one's gonna really present themselves at this point, right? So I
What up?
we have to cut that.
Well,
Close the door.
no, I can't. I was gonna say like,
Hold on.
skip all that. She presents herself and hits all your marks. You know what I'm saying? You find interest. You know how we're hunters, right? We've got that blood. Blood's like, okay, this. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? You won't. If she puts you into another state from what you're in, you won't be giving a fuck about the area you're staying in.
That's not true.
Yeah,
Because a real hunter is very aware of his environment, especially when he's hunting. Because when he's out, he's trying to make sure ain't no one else out for his prey too.
No, but you're missing the point. We're still talking about the core situation that causes people to say, I might need a B section, like another location, or like I could be down today, and then someone come into my life and make me feel happy about everything. So,
but that doesn't necessarily change your scenarios. That just makes you feel good, and more importantly, you should also be very aware that you shouldn't that same happiness that someone else creates in your life, you should be able to create within yourself on your own.
Yes.
Regardless of the engagement that this individual is bringing into your life. Now, I am aware that a significant other, especially when it's a woman, someone that you can physically engage with in ways that you can't with any other. Well, with that being said, I think that there is a level of dynamic in the engagement that really kind of sets the tone. I hear you, but we still should want to, or at least know how to tap into our inner power, and then be able to channel it out. Because on the flip side, no matter where we go, people gonna look at us and they're gonna know. Like I'm chopping it up with people at work, and I'll give you an exact scenario instead of being so broad, right? One of my coworkers, she's new or whatever, we cool. One day this guy comes in, old dude. I took care of the guy. I take care of every last customer because I treat people the way I want to be treated. I used to work at U-Haul, and my manager told me that every client that you interact with, treat them just the same way you would treat your mother. So I treat everybody with respect, even if you're yelling and da 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 da. I'm still talking cordial, this, that, and the third. If you don't step out of line on me, if you're talking crap about the company and this, that, and the third, I'm not the company. I'm just a meager little representative at the bottom. But when you start talking about me, that's a little different. On the flip side, I treat every client with respect. So this guy, I gave him the tour, made him feel real good and whatnot. And then towards the very end of it, here comes the little homie. Hey, this is my dad. Oh, snap. That's awesome. So I'm saying, hey, pleasure to meet you now. I'm doing that next level of pleasantries. Like, it's different where you meet somebody and then you meet someone that's somewhat close to you or in your work circle. So, anywho. So she go off to talk with her dad, and she comes back, and then she closes it off by saying, my dad was really excited about your energy. He said from when he walked through the door, he can feel your energy, and he was just excited just to engage with you. okay, shit, that made me feel good. But it goes back to what you're saying before. It's like there's this energy about us, right? That sometimes, depending on how we feel, we can push that energy off, whether it's good or bad, right? And when someone else can pick up on it, someone else who's keen on those senses, they pick up on it real quick. On the flip side, when you start to master those things within yourself, then on them chicks, the same chick the situation that you're just referring to, she'll quickly see that within you, and she'll already know your value without you having to even say anything. But then again, no one's following those traits and values. That's what I was trying to get back to before, is that I really doubt that a lot of the women nowadays, I'm not saying that there's none out here, but I doubt anyone's really gonna follow that path.
Well, do you doubt that anyone's gonna check off all of the check marks on your list?
I'm not worried about that.
But I'm asking you, do you doubt that there's someone out there that can check off the marks on your list?
Can I answer your question?
Of course.
Will a woman propose to you? And will you say yes?
I'll feel awkward if a woman proposed to me.
I'm pretty sure you will. And will you say yes?
I can't answer that question.
What do you mean you can't answer?
It just feel out. Yo, hold up, my man.
I'm not saying yes. One, I'm not saying yes. And then two, more importantly, bro, what? Of course it's supposed to feel awkward because it's not supposed to happen like that.
Hold up,
it
mommy.
changes the dynamic.
I want to marry you, mommy.
She's gonna be the one on one knee looking up at you. Papi chulo, would you take this ring from me? Hey, so you understand where I'm coming from, right? And that's all I'm trying to get to. There's just a thin line that we don't follow anymore, and I doubt that a woman. Oh, well, let me rephrase how I say this, because that just sounds like fluff. A lot of women don't follow those. A lot of women don't follow those traits, and because of that, if a woman doesn't come in a specific way, it's gonna be real hard for me to do what I want to do to get to that part.
I'm gonna say that's because of your environment.
That's the environment.
That's your environment.
Well, definitely.
That's got to be your environment.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that one, because you have a lot of these countries like Bali and Indonesia and whatnot that they're following like the Muslim faith.
A cultural difference.
Yeah, and those women, there's a big thing where pretty much if you become a hoe, you have to wear that. Like everyone knows everyone knows you to be a hoe, and you cannot take that away.
Adulterer.
Then on the flip side, if you're a good woman, everyone knows you're a good woman. You're a virtuous woman. So like again, that energy is gonna be radiated. People's gonna already know because they've already trained their minds how to interpret this stuff once they see it. We, on the other hand, us here in the West, we're too busy watching porn, playing a shitload of video games, fucking sucking on candy all damn day. You feel me? We have the worst health in the whole world. Worst health. I think England's extra large is our small. What?
But
those are facts. All I'm saying is just think of it like this, right? Let's just say for shits. Technically we didn't. Technically we didn't.
All right, cool.
But for shits and giggles, and I'll pass the mic. If I gave you 2 cups, and I said both these cups is water, right? But one cup has 2 drips of poison, and the other cup has 6 drips of poison. But no matter what, the poison's gonna kill you. But I didn't tell you.
I'm lost. What does this have to do with? Anyways, so first of all, let me just say this: you have to have faith that there's a woman out there for you. That there's the right woman that you want out there for you.
I think what
and
you
then
misinterpreted.
I just wanted to get that out there.
I understand, but I think what you misinterpreted.
Don't lose faith, my nigga. Don't lose faith.
I think what you misinterpreted is I'm not worried about that woman because I know that there is one, so I'm not worried to go looking for her because when the time is right, she will pop up.
Word.
So I'm not worried. Any woman that pops into my life technically could be that woman if I chose her to be. on the flip side, she also had to be choosing on me to a certain extent, right? With that being said, sometimes all you can do is shoot your shot. Anywho, you saying?
Yeah. So I still stand that it's not the place, it's the person. You change your friends, you change who you let into your life. And shit can go either way, good or bad, or better or worse. It all depends on who you let into your life and who you keep in your life that's not beneficial to you. And no matter where you're at, it's good that if you hold that principle, you're not gonna keep repeating the same mistakes. But we're human.
If we keep using that as an excuse,
but we're human. We're human. There's too many how this nigga says it. It's not octane. Independent variables. That changes the whole landscape for shit sometimes.
Just by one ditch. I hear you.
Caustic. That's that nigga.
Huh?
Independent. This is a character in Apex Legend. Caustic. That's his thing. He be saying traps. He be like, I said an independent variable.
Life is in itself is its own independent variable, and the fact that we wait, and that's what I'm getting to. It's like, because I know myself as a man, I'm not where I want to be. The last thing I'm worried about is a woman, yo.
Yeah.
Because I can't even, me being the person that I want to be, I can't even provide the way I want to provide for me to even think about entertaining a relationship. And then on the flip side, the relationship that I'm looking for isn't going to be any ordinary relationship. So I know that it's not just going to be any ordinary chick. I know that for a fact because I'm surrounded by a lot of ordinary girls. That's not what I want. Everybody else seems to want ordinary. I want someone who's literally going to push themselves to push me, or but yet, I think there's a better way of saying it by saying, I want a woman who truly is going to keep me accountable for me to be who I need to be. That is one of the main purposes of a woman. And most of them aren't doing that because they're busy having fun, busy doing all that extra shit. But yet they think that they're in a relationship. They think they're supporting their man, and in reality, they're not. If your man is on a journey as their woman, you are on that same journey. And if you're not on that ship when that ship sails, you're not the man. You're not. That's not your man. You let that ship sail. You didn't join the ship. So yeah, I'm speaking the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
You just gotta let me get to the end. But I can't remember I can't remember how the cups and the poison. I think I was gonna link that up by saying like, no matter what, right, the area you go to, you can stay in your same area and you're gonna see the same 2 drops of poison, or you could take the higher risk and go to another area and maybe see 6 drops of poison. But no matter what, poison is poison, and it's gonna kill you. So you might as well live it the way you want to live it. Enjoy it. I guess I can't remember the exact point of view or the exact scenario, but that was what I was getting to with that. It's like, we're gonna die no matter what. If you're stressed the fuck out here, hey, why not try somewhere else? I done lost everything else. Why not? Shit. Let me get that for you.
I'm gonna leave this one here. And so this all started because he said something along the lines of not being this place not being his favorite place anymore, this area, and he was like, I want to move, and I'm like, bruh, how many people tell me that they're gonna move because of the situation? And I was telling him that I always tell people it's not the place, it's the person. So this is how all of this came about, and how all this talking and yakety yap came about. We're about 20 minutes into it, and you guys missed the whole first part. But
It'd be like that.
just to sum it up, Because sometimes
he has yet to learn from his lessons. He knows that every time we speak, I go in. Every
It's
time.
gonna be,
and he never pushes that record button.
never. Because, I come over here and I'm like, yo,
Roll one up. We gotta chill. We gotta talk.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then we end up saying the whole damn alphabet with the numbers. With the numbers, dog.
Straight up. Like,
So I'm going to keep this one.
Bro, did you go over geometry just now?
For
Damn.
real.
What you saying?
So I'm going to cut this one short.
Why?
So it could be its own episode. Yeah. But we could start something new.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna cut this part. That's why I said pause.
I can still cut this shit out. You know that, right?
The channel's gonna be 6 feet under.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be my channel for Hunter. At first it was gonna be Hunter of the Fourth Dimension, but I chose to go 6 feet under because as a hunter, you have to search for your information, and there's gonna be a point where you're gonna have to kill something, and when you kill it, you gotta bury it. So I'm the person who's searching for the things that's buried by the previous ancestors, because we were all hunters at some point in time. So I'm reaching back and going 6 feet under, baby, talking about that shit that people don't want to talk about because it's dead and forgotten.
Okay. Say your outro so I can pause this. So it don't take a
No,
moment.
that's recorded.
You told me to pause
Yeah. Hold
to
on.
delete it later. Why are you adding more
No,
stuff for me to delete?
Oh,
Why
yeah,
can't
you're
you
right.
just
Hold on.
do your outro?
That's right. That's what I'm saying. Pause. That's what I'm trying to say, man. Hold up.
Just say your outro. Slow down. I gotta cut this shit.
Hey, this your boy Hunt. Checking in, checking out.
Good. Hey, it's your boy B1 Unique Burner. Well, I got to do that shit again because I'm not using that one on this.
Okay.
It's your boy Burner.
No.
So you already know what time it is.
Go ahead, do it again.
Thanks for the for listening to us, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe.
That's
Leave
a
a comment, share this with someone else. You know how it is. With that being said, I'm gonna holler at y'all. See y'all later.
That's a blooper.
Do your thing. You said you want to do yours again, right? I could just flip it.
Bleep.
Since the beginning, we fought each other like savages, faced nature, destroyed the planet, created killer machines and weapons of mass destruction with the disregard of life. We're headed straight off the cliff. Wait, is that an ape?